I've been waiting to do this trend, so let's get into it. I had a stud tell me that she could see herself spending the rest of her life with me, but unfortunately she has terminal cancer and only a few months to live. Fast forward probably about 2, 3.
A stud told me that they were in love with two women at once, and that
I had a stud tell me that the reason she had purposely swerved on the freeway with me in the passenger seat, regardless of the risk of unaliving us both, was because she didn't like my attitude.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you. Do something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me always. Money coming in all day. Money coming in all paid. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just.
Hey y'all, welcome back to All Things Jenny. I'm Jenny. So y'all know how I love to bring y'all funny videos or something interesting that I came across and I think you'll be interested in because it was so interesting to me. But anyways, this one is really funny. So you know I had the don't judge or whatever video before where people were basically telling their whole business on the internet. And I'm here for it. Anyway, so I came across this video or a trend of people basically telling us what a stud once said to them or did to them. And these videos are so funny. I figure you guys will enjoy it too. So let's get into it. It's such a beautiful day, guys. I'm sitting out here and I know you guys love when I don't have any filters. So here I am. No filter. So let's get into the video because the one that I just saw literally had me shitting my pants. Well, obviously not. But guys, anyways, let's get into the video. I'm talking way too much. Okay, let's go.
I had a stud tell me that the reason she had purposely swerved on the freeway with me in the passenger seat, regardless of the risk of unaliving us both, was because she didn't like my attitude. The attitude in question? She asked me why there was so much traffic and I said, because it's 3 o'clock. That was my bad though. I should have known the question was rhetorical. Autism be damned. I had a stud tell me, after breaking things off with me to work it out with her ex, that we would be unable to remain friends because, and I quote, if she kept me in her life, she would absolutely cheat. Regardless of my willingness to participate, I suppose. I had that same stud tell me when the topic of closure was brought up, and I quote again, closure for what? We're not done yet. It has to be mental illness. It has to be. I had a stud tell me after confessing to kissing her ex almost immediately after making things official with me that I just simply wouldn't understand the history between them. Yeah, I had a stud go out of her way to tell me, I just don't understand how cheaters live a double life. It just seems like it takes so much energy and that's just way too much. I'm too lazy to cheat while actively having an affair behind my back for months. Yeah. I had a stud who I was friends with tell me that if I broke up with my girlfriend, she would break up with hers. What? I had a stud tell me that the reason she wasn't romantic is because the kind of romance that I like costs money. Yeah. Am I a victim? I had a stud tell me after I broke it off with her because I suspected she was cheating, I was right, that she just didn't understand where we went wrong and she felt like she put in her best effort. Boo crying as she said this as well. Like, girl, your best effort to do what? Give me a STD? Like, the fuck? I had a stud tell me while her ex was blowing up my Instagram DMs, emailing me, sending me explicit photos of the two of them while they were together, as well as harassing my little sister and my mother on Facebook. Ooh, pulling up to where she stayed and parking outside all night, screaming for her to come out so that she could fight her. And when I said, hey, you should probably report this to the police because it's harassment. She's threatening me, you, my family. We should probably do something about this. She says to me, no, I don't want to report it to the police because I've already put her through enough. Yeah, I don't know if the stud initiation ceremony involves crack in it, but most of you bitches are not well. I had a stud tell me after a couple months of exclusively dating that she didn't want anything serious but wanted to continue dating casually. I said, that is perfectly fine. Just know that I will also be dating other people until I find someone who does want something serious. She said, that's not what I want. I said, well, what do you mean? To be frank, Bookie, there was a line behind you and you just said you don't want your spot. She says to me, and again, I'm quoting, that doesn't mean I want someone else to have it. What if I change my mind? Say it with me, ladies. It has to be crack. Exactly. Now, did I swear off of studs, especially the ones with locks, for the previously mentioned reasons? Abso-fucking-lutely I did. Did I wind up with a stud with locks anyway? One from Atlanta at that. Also, yes, indeed I did. But do I love it here? Still yes. Still yes. At the end of the day, it is all good because I know I had to go through you bitches to get to her. Good night.
Oh my God, guys. Okay, first of all, girl, not your attitude. Because your attitude will get you out this real quick. What do you mean she got upset because you said it was because it's 3 o'clock, that's why traffic is heavy? I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Anyways, girl, next story.
A stud told me that they were in love with 2 women at once and that I was the better option, but they couldn't let go of what they built, so they needed time to figure out what they wanted to do.
And we don't judge. I had a stud once tell me when I was in the car sitting with her after we got done coming from a date, the date was so beautiful, like I loved it. And then when we got back in the car, she talking about something, I have to tell you something. What? So instead of me looking outside the window, I turn my head and I look at her and she's talking about something. I'm gonna tell you this before she contacts you and she gets loose. I told it all that I cheated on. I cut the camera, hold on. She was telling me that she had to stay with this film for a few weeks because the place that she was staying at was too far from her job. So when she stayed with the film, it was closer. Once we got to the hotel, I just broke down crying. Like, I literally walked out the car and I grabbed my purse, my phone, my keys, you know, and I didn't even look at her. Like, I wasn't worried about her. I wasn't. Like, I was just so disappointed and disgusted at the fact that I was sitting in the car with somebody who did that to me, you know? And then when we get to the freaking hotel, I'm delusional again. But that was in 2022. I've changed for the better. I'm doing so much better. But that's a story time for y'all.
Wait, did I miss it or did she say that they were actually dating? Because she said they went on a date. So it could have been just the first date and she told you that because, okay, y'all went on a first date, imagine, right? Then they go to a hotel. Now she's telling her this, like she stayed with the lady because she need a place to stay when she's at work or working because it's closer to work. I mean, they're not dating. I don't see anything wrong with that. She's already letting you know. So I'm not exactly sure why she cried. Maybe if they were dating, okay, it makes sense. But then you would know about this woman already. So I'm not sure whether or not they were dating because then it would change my opinion on what I have to say about this situation. I mean, I don't know. It seems like so far, studs are very manly, you know, do things that men already are doing. So it's no different. Anyways, it sounds like they're being a man.
I've been waiting to do this trend, so let's get into it. I had a stud tell me that she could see herself spending the rest of her life with me, but unfortunately she has terminal cancer and only a few months to live. Fast forward probably about 2-3 years later, she's very much alive, never had cancer, and was in fact married. I had a stud tell me that she don't mess with men, but she keeps a pregnancy test in her closet. I had a stud tell me she's a touch me not, but a video got leaked of her getting ran a train on by her homeboys. I had a stud tell me that she was coming to see me. She lived in a different state. She traveled 14 hours to come see me. When she arrived, she had her Kia Forte packed to the rim with all of her shit because her girlfriend found out that we were talking and kicked her out. I had a stud tell me that her girlfriend was keeping their kids away from her, and when I asked why, she said because the kids decided that they wanted to go stay with their daddy. Me too, kids. Me too. I had a stud tell me in the middle of our work shift because we worked together that she was breaking up with me because her ex got pregnant by a dude and they decided to raise the baby together. I had a stud tell me that she was very close with one of her exes and that they see each other like sisters. The whole time we were dating, they were having phone sex. I had a stud tell me that her and her ex will forever remain in contact with each other and consider each other family because they raised the dog together. The dog is dead. I had a stud tell me she was in love with me, but she was telling all of her exes that she was only staying with me because I was depressed and had severe mental issues and I was trying to unalive myself. Mind you, she was the one with the mental issues and was trying to unalive herself every time I was trying to leave.
Bro, I don't know what to say, bro. The girl is coming out. What do you mean she lied and said she had terminal cancer? Just to cover up the fact that you're lying. I mean, at this point, you're not even safe with the girls. You're not even safe with the girls because, ma'am, out of all things you could lie about, you put a disease on your head. Just to get away with it and cheat on your wife. What's the point of getting married? Hell, I saw a man tell a whole lie that his wife died in a car accident. Tragic car accident. Just to get some pussy. Bro, I was so shocked when I found out this man's wife was very much alive. Hey, very much alive. His kids, gone. The man killed his kids in the accident. They were still alive. What?
I had a stud tell me, who was also my ex, when she gave me a key to her place, that it was symbolic and that basically I wasn't allowed to use it and I better not pop up at her place. She was cheating a lot. I had a stud tell me that her and her ex were not together, and when I went over to her place to stay the night, I asked her for a bonnet. When she opened her closet, it was full of women's clothes, and when she opened up her like network streaming services, there was it was like her and some random girl on there. So I found the girl on social media and I asked her if they were together, and they were very much together long distance. And she also told me that this isn't the first time that somebody hate girled her. Okay. I had a stud tell me that she only dated straight girls and that she just got some type of pride and accomplishment out of it, and it was a challenge. She loved turning them out, and that the reason why we weren't working out is because I wasn't straight and it wasn't my fault. I had a stud tell me that she was going to Vegas for her family member's wedding. I can't remember who it was, and she ended up marrying her best friend who just had a baby fresh out the cooch. And then when she came back, she was still hitting me up for weeks trying to see me and trying to be with me with a wife and a baby. I had a stud tell me that she needed to take a break from us because she needed to work on her mental health and she was going through a lot, and this was like during COVID, and I was like, okay, cool, like I totally understand. And then 2 days later she got back with her wife. I had no idea she was married.
I had a stud tell me that she had to cancel our date because her ex-fiance was having a breakdown about the fact that she was dating other people. That same stud told me the reason that they broke up was because she felt like her fiance wasn't prioritizing her over her son. I had a stud tell me that she normally didn't date women with short hair, but she would make an exception for me. I had a stud tell me after months of dating and her being upset that I didn't come over to her house more often, that we were just friends.
I had a stud tell me that she only was texting her baby daddy that she was in love with him because she wanted to get money out of him for their child. I had a stud tell me that she didn't have a job because she needed to renew her security license. Turns out she just had a felony charge. It's fine. I had a stud tell me that I was crazy for requesting her locations because she was supposed to be dropping off her child, and instead she bought $75 worth of red roses and said she was giving them to her grandmother, and her grandmother said that that never happened. I had a stud tell me that I needed to get over the fact that her ex was contacting her to tell her son happy birthday because she had been in his life prior, but she was also the same ex-girlfriend that pushed her down the stairs for being pregnant with the little boy. Let me know if y'all want to hear more.
I be wanting to make more femme friends on TikTok. Y'all just be so pretty, so fine, and I would love to have more pretty women in my arsenal. But then I get to scrolling on my For You page, and I'll look at the comment section of a woman that I'm attracted to or have a crush on, and then I will see my mutuals in that same comment section, and I'll be like, oh, we got the same type. Oh, this is gonna work, baby. Because low-key, I really do have PTSD. One of the last times I had a little TikTok boo, a little stud I was talking to, me and one of my mutual femme friends found out we was talking to the same stud. And when we confronted that stud said to us, I want y'all to compete and may the best woman win. So, you know, it's just not gonna work if we have the same preference in masked women, because I don't want to have to go to war with you, and I don't want to have to hate you. I just, maybe I shouldn't be trying to make femme friends. Never mind. I'm gonna just keep looking at y'all from afar. All right, have a good day, femmes.
It can't be that serious. May the best woman win. What? Because now I'm interested. What do you mean? All these stars are doing all of this out here? It's giving very much male energy. I mean, you can't tell me those are the women. What? Well, I almost said kissa. In Creole, that means what? What do you mean, may the best woman win? What we're fighting on TikTok now? We're gonna be fighting in the TikTok DM for the stuff. Bro, I cannot. But these stories, let's get into the next one because they're so funny.
So I keep seeing the films do I had a stud tell me, right? Mask, whatever. So we finna do I had a femme tell me. Yeah, I had to let in some light for this one. So I had a femme tell me that she wanted to be friends with this guy because he reminded her of her ex. Yeah. I had a femme tell me that she wasn't ready to continue to be in a relationship with me after being with me for 3 months, and so we break up, and I find out that they decide to get with my best friend the same day. I had a femme tell me that she wasn't okay with me speaking to any of my exes, but proceeded to speak to all of hers. I had a femme tell me that she thought that it was okay for her to just do anybody she wanted to do because she thought it was better than catching feelings for a person. I had a femme tell me during a time we were broken up that she wasn't messing with a guy on her job, but then I find out while she's trying to get back together with me that they were doing things in the car together. Yeah. I had a femme tell me that her manager was trying to flirt with her and get her attention, and she was dubbing it, but 2 weeks after we break up, I find out that they're dating. I had a femme tell me in a state where we were trying to get back together, that they weren't speaking to anyone else that they were talking to in the past. And I find out on their phone that they are, and that their name's just saved under something different, and they tell me that they thought it was okay because they got upset that I didn't respond to a text at night. Yeah, but completely makes no sense. The name was a different name in your phone. I had a femme tell me that she thought it was okay for her to send some explicit pictures to people because she was getting money from them, after I said that I was not okay with it, and continue to find said things in her phone after she was attempting to hide it. To be honest, there's so much more that I don't even know if I can actually say on TikTok. But yo, like, y'all be doing shit too. Like, y'all really some dogs out here, bro. Like, be crying for real.
So it's come to my attention, yeah, as a gay girly myself, that as a femme, you shouldn't have friends that are studs. Like, I didn't know this was a thing. So I heard someone say, oh, like, your best friend's like a stud. So I have 2 main friends. Shout out MK, shout out Hasna. These are my 2 besties, period. And they're studs. They're my 2 closest friends. I have quite a lot of stud friends, to be honest. I equally have a lot of femme friends, but I mainly hang around with my stud friends. And people that I've spoken to before have been like, your girlfriend's okay with the fact that you hang around with studs, and I'm literally like, we're all girls, like, what? So is this actually a thing? Like, have you ever been in a situation where you couldn't hang around with a stud because you've been in a relationship? Like, this is crazy to me. I didn't know this was a thing, but yeah, let me know. I feel like it's a stud that would make that decision, because I feel like I feel like it's an insecurity thing. I actually don't know. I'm really intrigued, because I was just like, okay, like, where's the correlation? We're all girls.
I wanted to jump on this trend of like, I had a stud tell me, I had a femme tell me. Mine is gonna be, I had a mask tell me. So this first one is kind of like, I had a mask ask me, I guess. I don't know. But I met this girl on a dating app, and the first time we hung out, like the only time we hung out, she had told me that she was in the state that I live in for rehab, and it didn't seem like the rehab was working, so, and I'm not into that. So like, that was gonna be the only date we went on. But then like a few months later, out of the blue, I got a call from her, and she asked me if I stole her car from her job, if I committed grand theft. I ain't never had a crackhead. My bad. The next one is, I had a max tell me that when she goes on a date with women, she expects them to wear heels. A bitch, put them on then. And so this next one is an ex, and me and this ex had broken up, this mask, and I'd found out that she had been sleeping with my, at the time, really good friend, almost a best friend, and I was pissed. And so I confronted said friend, and obviously I'm not about to come easy on you, because what? And then I guess that friend went to the mask and told her the things that I said, and she was crying and upset. And that mask asked me why I had to be so mean. And this is gonna be my last one for today, but I used to bartend at a gentleman's club, and there were a lot of like rumors and things that would go around there, and I found them interesting. So, you know, naturally when I would get off of work, I would call the person I was dating at the time. We were long distance, and I was telling her that some not so legal activities were going on in the club that involved. And for money, she asked if I was one of the people who was doing it. When I tell y'all, these bitches all had me fucked up.
Oh my god, shut up! Not her wanting a girl to put heels on. Why don't you put the heels on? If you want to see a girl in heels, put them on and look at yourself in the mirror. The crackhead killed.
Y'all, I remember I was dating this girl, and she told me, she was like, you don't treat me like a woman. You don't make me feel like a woman. And that shit hurt my feelings so motherfucking bad, because my job, she was a STEM. Well, I'm gonna say no label, because she literally just dressed however she felt, but most of the time she dressed masculine. But she was like, you don't make me feel like a woman. You don't treat me like a woman. And I had to check myself, because that probably was true. I was just like, bro, Drika, at the end of the day, it don't matter how masculine she dressed, how masculine she act, you still supposed to treat her like a motherfucking woman. Buy her flowers, smack her butt, be gentle with her, rub her feet, cater to her sometimes. Do everything that you want her to do for you, because she's still a motherfucking woman. And if you can't treat her like a woman, leave her the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? I had to sit myself down to get myself together, because us femmes need to understand, like, bruh, treat these women like women. And if you feel like you want a man, bruh, leave and go get you a man and let somebody have that woman that really want her. Simple.
Are you in a relationship? Damn, my bad. I started off.
Thank you guys for the interview. No, I'm kidding. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm in right now.
Okay, so
I'm in complicated mode. I'm super complicated right now, but I guess we'll see in like 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah,
we got a time on it.
And if not, it's hot stud fall. Because summer's over, so it's gonna be hot stud fall for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's someone there.
Oh yeah, there's someone there for sure. Yeah.
Someone there. Okay.
Sure.
Is she from LA?
Nah.
Ooh, that was my question. Long
LA?
distance.
I can't do LA anymore. I gave up on LA girls. You guys are beautiful, but I'm done with you. Thank you for your service.
I actually seen.
Cannot do it.
I actually seen that you had you were talking about how they like to pretend or just like play gay.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. LA girls are super like they play gay so hard, like, and I don't know why. Cause it's like I'm really gay. Like I love you. Now what?
Now you don't want to say it back.
Now we're all fucked up. Now you're mad. Oh, you're too emotional. No, I love you. We're together. Like, what are you talking about? So it's like I can't do it. Like, they're beautiful though. Oh my god, LA girls, you guys look so good. Oh my god, but it's like, bro, I can't get into nothing for real because all of a sudden they leave me for Tommy and Johnny. Like, fuck, they leave me for the real niggas. So I'm like, okay, well, it's over with for me. So I just stopped trying.
I had a stud tell me, tell me, bitch, if we get on here and say what the fuck a bi bitch told us, world shut down. Yeah, that's why we don't fuck with you bi bitches now. Y'all have a nice day though.
Patty, I'm a lesbian. I can see that. Which means I like women. All kinds of women. I like soft women, feminine women, masculine women, trans women, black women, Asian women, Cameroon.
I get it. You like women.
So if you want to limit yourself to the type of women you date, that's cool. But I do think you should reconsider. Because I know you see me out in the world with my locks and baggy clothes, but you have no idea what I'm like behind closed doors. When I take my clothes off, when I let my hair down, you don't know if I'm dominant or submissive, if I like it rough or if I like to take it slow. We got the same anatomy. And I'm pretty good at taking care of myself. What makes you think I can't take care of you?